Hey guys, coming at you with some number patterns today, some sequences. So, got to solve these number patterns. We got all different levels. We've got level 1, level 2, and it just keeps getting harder. Let's start off with ones that aren't so bad. I'm going to give you a set of numbers. And then your job is you're trying to find the next two numbers, solve the pattern, finish it off. Now we're starting off with stuff that everybody should be okay with. Like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you think, I can solve this right now, Mr. Porter. I got this. So to get my next two, it looks like I'm just adding 5, adding 5, adding 5, all the way across. I'm just adding 5s. So 20 plus 5, that's 25, that's 30. I got this. I got this. First one in the books. Let's throw another one at you. 3, 6, 12, 24. 3, 6, 12, 24. So again, there's kind of a couple parts to this. You want to just try to figure out what's going on. Like how are they getting from the 3 to 6? How are they getting from the 6 to the 12? And then apply that to knock out the last two. So you're looking at it, oh, I got this one. To get from 3 to 6, multiply by 2. 6 to 12, multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. So multiplying by 2 gets you all the way across. 24 times 2, 48. 48 times 2, 96. So we're feeling pretty good on the number patterns. Let's just keep it rolling. All right, 1, 2, 3. So how about 1, 4, 7, 10. So I give you a sequence of numbers. You solve the pattern, you figure out the next two. So how are we getting from 1 to 4? What's going on from 4 to 7? How do you get from 7 to 10? So that's what you look at each time. Sometimes you add, subtract, multiply, divide. This one right here, 1 to 4, looks like we're adding 3, adding 3, adding 3. Oops, that didn't turn out very well. So to get from one term to the next in this sequence, we're adding 3 each time. So to finish out your last two, 10 plus 3, that's 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. Okay, let's just roll it the other direction. We haven't gone backwards yet. How about that? 29, 23, 17, 11. 29, 23, 17, 11. So this time we're starting off with a larger number and we're working down. The numbers are getting smaller. So to solve this sequence, kind of think about it going in that direction. Like what's it take from a 29 to get down to a 23? A 23 to get down to a 17. So once you solve that, then you can apply it, get the next two in the sequence. 29 minus 23, that looks like minus 6, minus 6, minus 6. So they're subtracting 6 all the way across. Here's minus 6, here's minus 6. So for us to finish this one off, 17 minus 6, 11. 11 minus 6, that is a 5. 5 minus 6, that is a negative 1. So all the way across, we've got it knocked down. All right, let's try another one. Let's try number 5. Now, this one's kind of fun. How about 4, 8, negative 16, 32, boom, 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 boom. Okay, interesting on this one, figuring out the 4, the 8, the 16, 32, but you also have some negative, positive working all the way across. Like I can kind of see the numbers, like 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32. It's like 32 times 2 is 64. 64 times 2, 128. But then you can solve the other part of the problem, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. And then there's another way you can look at it, like multiply by negative 2 each time. Negative 4 times negative 2, positive 8. Positive 8 times negative 2, negative 16. And that gives you the sign changes also. All right, not bad on that one. See, what do we got next here? Well, how about some fractions? Let's throw some fractions in there. What do we got here? 2 over 7. 4 over 49. Okay, so we look at this pattern, and you've got numbers going across the top, when you've got numbers going across the bottom. Oh, they're huge. So probably a way you want to try to work this is just look at the top. If I'm just looking at my top numbers, it's 2, 4, 8, 16, like we just did this pattern. Multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So just the tops, 2 times 4 is, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 2 is 64. All right, that's just the tops. Now let's look at the bottoms. 7 times what gives you 49? Oh, it's a 7. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 times 7 is 343. 343 times 7 is 2401. Now you're thinking, I need a calculator. I got to take 2401 times 7. So what do we got here? 16807. Then you got to take that giant number times 7. 5421. So this one wasn't so bad once you realize just do the top, just do the bottom. So let's break it into 2 little parts, much easier. All right, here's one. There's a couple different ways you can do this one. So, and you'll see this one a lot. This is a pretty good pattern for us. 1, 4, 9, 16. So there's a couple different ways to do this one. A lot of people just jump on the gaps on this. They just jump on the gaps. They start thinking, okay, how am I going to make this happen? So you look at, okay, 4 minus 1, let's see here. That was a difference of 3. What's it take to get to the 4 to the 9? Oh, that's 5. 16 minus 9, oh, that's 7. So you see this pattern of adding the odd numbers. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 9, 11. So maybe adding the odd numbers, that's one way you can do this. And that gives you the 16 plus 9. This is 25. 25 plus 11 is 36. That's just one way to get there. Here's kind of a slick little way to do this the other direction. Here's a clue for you. Here's a different way to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't know if you guys see it yet or not. What happens to a 1 to get it to 1, 2 to 4, 3 to 9. These are all the squares. Like 1 squared, 1 times 1 is 1. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. And you can just keep following the pattern that way. So that's another way you can do it. And that's kind of the fun part about these sequences. One way might click for you, maybe the other way does. All right, let's end on one more. Let's make it a trick question. This is a big trick question. Let's see if you guys got this. Okay, last one, we'll call this number 8. Let's start with a 1, and then another 1, and then a 2, and then a 3. How far up can we go? Let's go a couple more. How about a 5, and then an 8? Okay, so we'll go with a trick question for the last one. So probably half of you guys have seen this before, and the other half of you guys are like, I've never seen this. I don't know what's happening here. So 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 5 to 8. You're looking at it and you're processing like, what is going on here? Or some of you guys are like, I already wrote in the answers, Mr. Porter. I got this. Okay, told you this was a trick one. So let me show you the trick. You got to take these two, the 1 plus 1, and add them together to get you that one. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Or you can take these two, the 3 plus 5, it's equal to 8. So the 2 in front of it gets you the next term. So you can do 1 plus 2 gives you 3. 2 plus 3 gives you 5. 3 plus 5 gives you the 8. So take the 2 in front, add to give you the next one. So down here, you have 5 plus 8. We add that together. Oh, that's 13. And on this last one, 8 plus 13, that gets you 21. So your job today, figure out this sequence, all this number patterns, and once you figure out the pattern, apply that rule to get the next two in the sequence.